Good morning and welcome back to the Zero to Hero run to the apocalypse and to our base, which we're gonna leave behind for now. Well, this is very likely going to be the last week of this run. I mentioned in the last episode where I was kinda not convinced to continue this much further because I feel like I've achieved what I wanted to achieve, as in start with zero strength, zero fitness, and establish a strong character that is able to survive basically indefinitely unless I do something dumb. And I feel like that's where we are. But we're also going to do something dumb today. I feel like the last task, as was also suggested by the comments, is can we establish ourselves in a new base, in a new city, in completely untouched terrain. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna head out here relatively early in the morning. And we're gonna head over along the river to Riverside. And see if we can fight our way in and establish some sort of base there. So I've loaded up the back of the truck with a whole bunch of melee weapons. All the pistol ammo that we have left. And enough food to last probably like 2 weeks or so. I tend to over-prepare for these kind of trips. At least in single player. Multiplayer, I'm more the guy who, like my favorite approach to going somewhere else was on day one, spawned in West Point. I had basically a rolling pin and a tub of ice cream and got the first car I could get and drove to Louisville to establish my base over there. But anyway, yeah, so I'm thinking I'm going to spend this week then seeing if we can establish ourselves in a nice, reasonable spot in Riverside. I do have something in mind in the gated community over there. And yeah, if we can do that, then I think we're going to retire this series. And that means we're going to probably spend a little bit more time on the only loot runs once series, but I also have an idea for a new series in mind. Also keep in mind the new build 42 for Zomboid could drop at any point. The devs did say it was going to come out in... Well, their plan was originally that it's going to go into beta in the first half of this year. Which, you know, the first half of the first half is over, so I'm ready for it. The other thing I was thinking about, I've been talking here and there about the multiplayer server I'm playing on, to maybe do a little bit of recording there, just to, you know, show you how ridiculous the absolute maximum zombie population looks. Yeah, definitely much different. Like, you would not be able to do something like this on that server. You can just casually drive by the zombies. No, it's like you will not get 100 meters. That was a little bit too much on the gas there. It's fine. We've got the mechanic skill to repair it. Oh, also, on the day yesterday where I wasn't recording, I was just preparing here. I also leveled up tailoring to level 4 now. Slowly getting there, and we've got cooking to 8. Didn't have time to read the next book. But yeah, I'm kind of happy with the way this run went. Now, you could argue that it wasn't a 100% zero to hero, so there's the approach of actually having no pips whatsoever on no skill, not even the crafting skills or weapon skills or nimble. Which, yeah, you can do, but for me, this is now a, yeah, done that, been there, done that, got the t-shirt, probably not gonna do zero to hero again. It's sitting in base for 2 months or whatever, how long it was, and just spamming exercise makes for a strong character because we had all the points for the other traits, but I don't think that's fun. I think the first few weeks going out there and trying to get yourself established and also exploring new towns is much more interesting. Sorry. No. There's definitely a couple zombies here. There's not too much vegetation that's growing on the sidelines here, so we can still dodge them on the grass. Okay, so, let me actually have a quick look at the map here. Yeah, this was our timeline of when we were training up. Alright, so we're getting close to Riverside. So my goal was these 3 houses here at the south end of the gated community are kind of easy to block off and somewhat easy to establish. There's also, I think, the reasonable approach it would be there's like a farmhouse outside of Riverside somewhere here, and you know, put your base there, go into the city. But you know, let's go for something a little bit more challenging, but also then you're right smack in the middle of the city to get things sorted out. Now, I have no idea how busy it's going to be, because it's still for me a little bit hard to judge with the population settings that we're running here on this run. 6 times normal population, what that actually means for Riverside. Riverside is normally like one of the easier towns in terms of zombie population, but even out here, this is looking spicy. This is that other farmhouse I was talking about. This is actually my turn. I think we're just gonna go for it, and then either we drag the zombies along and bash them all down as they come to us, or we group them all up and start a little fire. Honestly, that didn't look too terrible, that was following me there. What I should do though is attach that other machete on the back so I have a quick swap. I think a big factor of getting something like this done, establishing yourself in a new town, is obviously knowing your way around, know what to expect, which can either be knowledge of the game, because hey, I've played my few hours in Riverside, or like looking at the map beforehand. It's of course a little bit more challenging if you get to something you don't know, to a complete new area, which is one of the reasons also I'm looking forward to the new build, the build 42, because there's a big map expansion, new stuff to discover. But in the current version of the game, outside of installing completely new to me map mods, I've been around. Played too much of the game, let's say. Anyway, this felt easier than I expected. There's nobody in this street even. Okay. None of these three houses are unfortunately survivor houses, so no special loot here. Okay, now that's a group up there. Snuck up on you. Definitely want to clear this out if we want to establish us in houses. And what is so great about this area, if you haven't cleared out all the zombies yet, it's fairly fast to wall off. Oh, that was a survivor group here with a backpack zombie. That's why there are so many. That machete gone. Repaired it 3 times. At that point, it's not worth the repairs anymore. Not worth the duct tape. That's the rest of the party. The rest of the party gone. Look at that guy. Even had something in the backpack. Google Maps. Some beef jerky. Okay, anyone else around? No. Maybe those two? Yeah, let's clear that out. 3 or 4. We probably also want to clear out, check the gardens here, check behind the houses, and check the houses themselves inside. Get a quick rest off. Kinda just makes sense to start with the one on the side and not in the middle. Now those zombies on the other side, they should not be able to path around to get to us. I think that's too complicated for them. Is anyone here on the road? Yeah, okay. If I get too close to this, those might find their way around. Yes, it's a propane gas tank here, in case we want to do any metal work. This is probably a bread knife. I was almost getting excited there for a second. Okay. No generator inside. Look at this. Survivor house right next door. Yeah, let's see if we can clear this house here next door. Oh, they're gonna bash that window in a second here. Nice bathrobe though. So yeah, I'm not sure if those guys will be able to find their way around if we get too close to that fence. So I'm kind of leaning towards just not testing my luck here. What would be a little bit bad for getting established is if we trigger an alarm. Zone number 3. What point? Okay, but I'm actually not here for looting. I'm here for zombie killing. Oh, I will. Actually, I was looking for a spare lighter for my Molotovs. Wounds like nobody's home. Usually I'm against violence, but nice to find some. Yeah, I'm not hearing anybody. Okay, I declare this house clear. Stuff in here. We might actually. What's my carry weight? Yeah, let's grab the sheets. So we can sheet up one house. I kind of think that the middle house makes the most sense because it's away from the edges. If you have stragglers wandering in. Didn't trigger an alarm. Should I be able to put a sheet on this? Yeah, that sheet. Oh, this looks also relatively clear. Let's check upstairs. Check here first. Oh, okay, so much for that. I'm gonna run it around a little bit, make sound, wake everybody up. Do a little bit of a more thorough check here. Check in all the rooms. If this is the house we're gonna live in, right? Okay. You come with me. Okay. Yeah, that looks fine. So I think we're gonna check out this house, and then I'm gonna probably get some wood, do some barricading here on this house, just for the first night. Get ready to explore the neighborhood on the next days. Like, part of me even doesn't want to do this, because if this house is now alarmed, we're in for a fun time, but it's not. Okay. Is that some jam here? It's cereal. Okay. Zombies. This is the same layout as my home base. Oh, they were doing band practice here. Surprised it was just 2 of them. That cooking show. I don't think we had. Did we have any VHS tapes in the old base? I'm not sure. If we had some, we didn't have many. So finding 2 tapes here in the first 2 houses, kind of a, I don't know, like almost exciting news here. Let's check the last room, just to be sure. Okay. Yeah, that's say. I expected more after the drive over here was kind of full of zombies, and then this road being almost empty. Yeah, I guess Riverside is an easy town. There's no way around that. Some lights. I just want to take the time here to take a little bit more of a look around. See if we can even spot the houses across the street there. Stretch. No. Can't really make anything out. Like this is just having me all sort of tingly. As in, now I wanna check out if there's anything fancy in there. But first things first, let's take care of our security for the night. How am I gonna do this? Do I chop some tree? I feel like I want to leave these trees if I want to build a wall here, so I have the wood right there. So maybe to barricade the house, we just disassemble some furniture here. Take apart the neighbor's house. Would you look? Let's just do this. And again, I think we're just gonna do just some basic barricading. We have basically the curtains to make this line of sight protection. I always see barricades on windows is not a thing to keep zombies out, but rather to keep zombies occupied until you can deal with them. Like, you're not gonna sit in the building, hear somebody banging on your window barricades, and say, "Oh yeah, I don't need to worry about it. I've got 2 planks on it." No, that's more like you sign. Okay, I need to get down there and deal with those guys. That's all the barricades I had and the planks. Let's see, where's the big bedroom? Over here. Give me that bed. No, not the door. Things here. Office. I need an office. I need a bedroom. I think that should do it. There's actually just one more window, right? Oh. Jump over that. Still need to close the curtains here. That's... What's that from the other side? No. Go. I think that's good enough for me here. In terms of initial base security. I'll drop these planks. taking a look outside. Nothing really happening. Alright, you know, I'm gonna push the car. See, didn't even hit a zombie on the way here. Okay, and then one last thing I want to do before I call it a night is SWAT axe. This is just a line of sight jeopardy here. Okay, so yeah, that was the trip to Riverside. We got ourselves a little safe house here, and I don't consider this established yet, right? So I still wanna basically put a wall and a gate on each side, get a generator up. Technically, to really consider yourself established in a town, I would also say you've gotta secure the gas station and bring a generator there for like long-term sustain, but we might not do this in this case. We might just be happy once we have a generator here. I definitely want to loot that survivor house across the road. But yeah, so this was the maybe not as exciting adventure into the Riverside. We'll see what else we do in this little town. But definitely, if you're ever wondering what to do on day one with a fresh character, if you spawn in Riverside, aiming for this little part of the neighborhood is just usually very straightforward and easy. Alright, for now, we're gonna put a cut in here. Thanks for watching. See you next time.